Okay, well, this is not, you know, great, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to output it very simply. Um, at the moment, it's coming to render gradient with this. I should be getting a data bank back filled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just output the data bank to the console in lines, and then I'll render small output sizes, and they should be readable. So for local I know I've got a bunch of globals here now, so I can't use most things. For local bank x int equals 0 until output width. For local bank y int equals 0. Oh, no, I'll do bank y on the outside. Sorry, silly as usual. Bank x equals 0 until output width. Next, local line string equals okay. So what really am I doing here? Here. Out here I want local bank index int unsigned int equals 0, and here I want to do this. I'll just say line plus equals the string of data bank peak int bi plus comma. And then I debug right plus line, and it's actually out here that local line string equals to that. Could have copied this, but never mind. It'll have a comma on the end of each line, but I don't really mind. I think I will say that it is like that. Now this is absurd, but in a way can't. Oh, hang on. No, well, for starters, I'm not really. bi plus equals 4, and I'm going to definitely just turn the debugger on. bi plus equals 4. So yeah, I really do not have any idea what's going to happen here. I wonder if I've connected all this stuff up here up correctly so that I've absolutely no idea. Can't believe I'm actually at this moment. I can't believe that just accepted everything I'd just written. I suppose there's nothing too controversial, sort of structure-wise, in what I just did. I think that when I get this working, if I get this working, I will devote 40 minutes on, you know, chatting about it, restructuring the whole recursor class and its pair of, or its handful, what will become quite a few sort of subclasses. Okay. Bang. 2 frames a second. Is a little downside of switching back to 45 frames a second. Well, I suppose I've got quite a few. Okay, but for the time being, new. Grid on. Here's what I want to do. I want to set the width to be 10. And I want to set the height to be 10. And I'll stretch this out. And I want this to be like this to represent pixel 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How good was that for a guess? Like that. Grid locking is on. I will just insert 1. I want no recursions. Not -1, but no recursions. I want to render in gradient mode. This bit of this doesn't work, and it needs changed. Never mind that just now. The thing I'm interested in is this. If I click static, actually, hang on a moment. I don't like this now. Something bad is going to happen, but never mind. I can just quit this, and it's fine. The reason something bad is going to happen is I am picking up pics and pretending I can save it, when I don't think I can do that. Render. Render gradient. At the moment, what am I actually... Wow, this really needs fixed. I'm doing this, and I'm just saying this, and I'm returning, oh wow, okay. But it's still going to save that. Should I just, for what it's worth, disable the saving? I think I will. I think that just here, render OGL, just for now, just discard it. Oh, out I discard. That should be down here. Oh, that's out I and out C. I think that's better. Okay, right. So for the time being, this doesn't save. It just... all we'll get is a dump of data. I'm sighing because I almost think inevitably what's going to occur here is I'm going to get an error, as would be reported by the data buffer, out of range. But here we are, no recursions, straightforward line, should go straight through, like, I think that should go straight through at some things. Anyway, okay, here we go. Yeah, whatever. Array index out of range. Where is that then? Okay. Right. Well, okay, I got through a bunch of this. Okay, I think I might be setting EX or EY somewhere. Excuse me, one moment. Because that should be okay, shouldn't it? I should just click quit somehow. Close that. Off you go. Go on. Why bother? Don't. Okay. Thanks, Microsoft, for checking me out. SX, EX, EY, OL, new float 4. Am I missing something like that? Is it going to say that's stupid if I do that? Yeah, it is. I thought so too. Right, I need to go and have a look for EX. I wonder if I should just train myself to use find. Right, got all the way through this. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is not what happens. Why on earth would SX equal PX or EX equals CX? I need to do all this checking. So this, I think, is just gibberish. So I'm gonna do this sort of thing. I don't know if it's gibberish. I think it has no place anymore. That's good. Every line I can delete is useful. Okay. Well, that's like, and I can see it would have reached this part of the code. This line, one of my lines is vertical. Okay, what's next? Let's have it. Wow. 16, 16, 16, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. Okay. Right. Right. Ah, me. Well. Okay, I've got no idea what's going on there. The first thing I could say is I think I'm having to assume 32-bit unsigned int into the data buffer. Offset to write. Maybe I'm wrong to assume that this offset is in bytes just because the data buffer size was in bytes. That's the first thing I'm going to consider, because I would assume that that could give me some craziness. But then, why on earth wasn't I running away off the end of the data buffer? This is the bit data offset times 4. Like, with the debugger running, that should have been telling me, oops, that I was way off. So I'm going to do a bit of guesswork. So I'm guessing I can't guess that. My guess makes no sense. I don't know. Maybe the offset is, in the same size as the. Let's just go for it. Well, okay. Still gibberish. Now, what's a thing I could do? A thing I could do is I could replace data buffer with an array. Because then I could check a lot of things about this logic. And I wouldn't be dealing with the unknown of the data buffer. Let me have a look at this data buffer thing. OX plus OY times plus OY times output with an int. It's very hard to decipher what on earth that is. I mean, what are the what is this is like a 32-bit you know, that's a full 32-bit. That's a bit higher. Man, it just looks like I could be writing random stuff, and I don't want to sit down and like imagine this data bank, even at 100 entries. Well, it's no surprise more of it's empty now. I actually think having that times 4 there does make sense. I think the offset is in bytes. I think that the other readout made more sense than this one does. And I'm going to have a look again at the other readout. At least it didn't crash. This is going to take some thought. For what it's worth, for this occasion, I'll move this over here. Oh, debug assert failed. Offset is outside the range of the data buffer. Okay, interesting. Okay, well, maybe I was wrong. And I am just doing a bunch of wrong sums otherwise. OX. Data offset is an int. I equals 1. Ugh, what a load of stuff. Sorry, I'm getting bogged down looking at those things. But okay, well, that didn't help me much. Let me have a look and see if I'm doing anything else really, like CX, PX, CY, PY, SY, SY, EY, EY. I wonder if I need that draw flag. Oh yeah, probably. At this stage I do, yeah. These are all, yeah, I do. And actually, I'm not even testing one part of the code there, I'm really just testing this part. It's going to be in this section of it, the first line. Oh, hang on a sec. If absolute dx, yeah, okay, I know it'll be in this section of it, the first line. Absolute dx is greater than absolute dy. 0 divided by dx, so it's basically 0, yeah. Line x, line y. Is that correct? Line start, sx, ex. This is an annoying bit. Oh me. Dx minus the sign. It's still 0. I'm just thinking through what's happening. This first that just means plus 0. Wouldn't happen anyway in that first line. Trying to think through what, what's happening when it's drawing the first line. Where OX equals line start to line end. Line end is output line start x. Line end is output line end x. If not last pixel, okay, do those things. Minus the sign of dx. Then minus the sign of dx. Okay. This is not really right, is it? Oh man. This sum is not right. I'm still sure that it shouldn't make too much of a difference to this example, but I don't think it is. Mind you, all the clipping sums could be wrong. In fact, I suspect they probably are. But okay. Suck it to me. Utterly insane. Okay, right. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I think that the thing I'm going to have to do is close this very useful and lovely program, and I'm going to have to substitute an array for the data bank. And I'm going to have to do that because I'm just not sure that I'm using the data buffer correctly. Okay. But the way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to rem this out, and I'm going to say global data, that's a terrible name really, array, and I'll just make it, unsigned int, yeah, it's just going to count up. And it'll be like that. And then every time I see a red thing, I'll know that I've got to come in, and I've got to say actually data array equals new unsigned int size buff size also in this case, local buff size equals just this bit, not the times 4. Just one, just one entry for every pixel. Now that is fine, don't give me a hard time. In here, I know that doesn't make sense anymore. It must read line plus equals string data array bi will do data array bi plus tick comma okay, and now also bi plus equals 1. Okay, expecting end of line. Oh, sorry, that'll be an unsigned int. Okay, thanks. And you? What? Oh, it's like this. Keep on forgetting that a syntax. Now, further down here, it's going to get to data A, or it's going to get to data B, and it's not going to like it there. What I actually meant to say is data A, data offset plus equals 1. And here, likewise, data A data offset plus equals 1. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Having just cut out that data buffer class, I wonder if it's possible that what I'm compiling has kind of changed. Anyway. Okay, let's not muck about. Well, zany. It thinks there's a line here. That's just the line number, that's deceptive, that. There's a line there and a line down here. But there are clearly lines. Right. So, give me another. Array index out of range. Whereabouts? Data offset plus 1. Okay. Well. Oh, okay. On the one hand, That's just about, in fact, it's just this moment gone half an hour. This clearly all wrong, but that's not the end of the world. I'm relieved to see something is appearing here. Array index out of range, that's not actually really a surprise. It's right here in a line which is more horizontal than it is vertical. OX plus OY. Well, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to leave it at that just now. Excuse me. And I'm going to get it to start printing things out as it does things. Because that shouldn't be too many steps in this limited size of output. Ta-ta, broken program. And no, I know Microsoft doesn't care. Yeah. Let me think for just a moment. Yeah, well, no, that's basically my plan, is to get it to print things as it calculates them. I'll get it to print things here. Should be funny to see what it's got to say for itself. But next time, what does this mean? Changing? That's made incorrect times. Oh no, not wrong timestamps. What's the next thing? Yeah, okay, yeah, debugging that. Right.